Hello guys, welcome back to another revisited video. Today we are revisiting Venom. Yes, I have just finished watching Venom right now. Let me just take this out of my little protective thing for the steelbook. I do just want to say this is actually one of my favourite, if not the favourite steelbook I've got in my collection. It looks really nice. I always wanted this steelbook with the Venom there just coming like out of his mouth and stuff. Then on the back we've got like the symbiote thing. I just think it's a really classy looking steelbook, and I really hope that in the new one now that we get like a nice steelbook that lines up with this. So, Venom. Revisiting this film was, I guess, eye-opening. It's actually one of those films that I've seen quite a lot. Like, I've watched this very much regularly. Like, when I'm on a plane, it's just one of those films I just want to watch on my iPad or something, you know? We actually moved in this house, like, and we had no TV, and Venom was one that we just had on, like, a memory stick and stuff. And we watched that, you know, just when we moved in, just because we had nothing else to watch, no internet and all that. So, Venom is one that we just love. I think my girlfriend loves the, like, Eminem song, which is at the end, and yeah. The movie itself, though, was released, I believe, in 2018, and it's one of those films that is very hit or miss. Some people love it, some people hate it, and it's, I guess, one of those that is split. People either, like I said, it's very split, very divided, and I don't understand why. For me, I absolutely love it. I think it's great. I think it introduces Venom really, really well. Obviously, with the new one coming out now, there's potential rumours that it's going to be linking to the MCU. Obviously, that's unconfirmed for me because it's not yet out. It's actually out the day you're watching this video. And for me, I'm really hoping that they do. I think Tom Hardy does really, really well. This as a beginning entry into like the Venom series, I think is great. And I think it's one of those movies that like really tells the story at a very good way and also at a good pace as well, you know, that you get enough information. I think the thing with this film is they don't delve too much into, like, I guess, the stuff that we don't need to know that much about, because we had a lot of that in Spider-Man 3, where obviously Venom did appear, so they're not duplicating a lot of what we kind of already know from before, in terms of, like, how he gets on you, etc, etc, but it's done in a way which I think is done quite well. Negatives though, the fight sequences between the two humans was actually really, really bad. The actual fighting between the two like symbiotes was much better, and I thought it was very, very well done. I did particularly love the actual drive sequence, like when he's on the motorbike and he's like, he gets pulled into the motorbike and stuff. That was fantastic, excellent, really, really good. Loved it. It was great, and it was done well, you know. It was done really, really good. If you've never seen Venom, I would highly recommend that you do before, obviously, if you're going to go and see the second one, watch the first one. But also, just if you've never seen it and you're interested, it's really, really good. I think the cast is very, very good. Like the actual actors, I think the bad guy whose name I can't really remember now. I've literally just finished watching it, but his acting wasn't that great. I can't remember his name. I'll put it on the screen, but revisiting this though, like I said, revisiting this, normally I don't watch films for years and I'm revisiting it. In this case, I've watched this about 2 years ago, the last time I believe, and loved it. I always test this on new TVs as well, because it's a dark film. It's always good to test when you're looking for like high contrast in TVs and you want to test like the contrast levels of like your preset, etc. On an OLED, looks fantastic, I will say that, and yeah. When it comes to rating this though, I am going to rate this an 8 out of 10. Very, very high for me in terms of revisiting. I won't quite go to a 9 out of 10 because it does lack some stuff in the film. There is some, like, I guess, it's too fast at some points, but it's also too slow in other points. And some of the acting, like I said, can be a bit weak. But other than that, I thought it was great. The score in the movie, I think, is actually quite forgetful, which lets it down as well for me. I'm a big music person in my films, so that's also, I guess, you don't really know the score of Venom. So, yeah. You actually remember the Eminem song in the film more than you do the actual score, like the actual theme of Venom, you know? So it's an interesting one, but I think that's a fair review. 8 out of 10 I think is fair. It's very, very good. I'd highly recommend you should try it out if you've never done it before. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more videos. I'll see you in the next one.